then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the GOAT. Get my way up, it don't cope. I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe. Get my way up, it don't cope. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the GOAT. Get my way up, it don't cope. Beat for the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard when I said it. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me who pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to brag, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun up just like a stunner do it. I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe. Get my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the GOAT. Get my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe. Get my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the GOAT. Get my way up, it don't go. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Go. Name a who got a better flow, cause she can hang it up just like a phone. Slick me up with the party on. 10K to let it come see it. Plans that now make it come treat it. Spin make it come. I want the Louis in the machine out. Jewelry be called like the simple just zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heaven if then they know what I be on. I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe. Get my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the GOAT. Get my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe. Get my way up, it don't go.
Welcome, sport. Fans, thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. The New York Knicks come into this one following a loss, guys, to the Wizards. Davis. Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there. Some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
No, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
And he's able to get it back. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And at last, they get one to fall.
Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more comfortable where he can score on the floor.
Pass to Anunoby. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. To the middle. And George with the stuff.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Fires the three. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
This is what you expect. Paul George can get it going from the perimeter like that.
Here's Giddey. Pass to Wiseman. Shoots a fader. Second shot opportunity. Goes up with it again. They grab their own miss. 6 to shoot. Fade away. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. George, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Davis. Favors with the rebound.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Pass to George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 7.
Yeah, not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, a nice, strong play that time.
Look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Knicks City Dancer. Your Knicks City Dancers.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Giddey. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got his second bucket.
That's just an outstanding pick and roll there to get Davis diving to the rim. Once he gets the pass, the shot was as simple as it gets.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
James Wiseman.
He gets that one.
That's his first personal.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside for George. Misses the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Just beating the defense to the glass and putting it right back up. AD, a powerhouse inside.
Here's McDyess. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Driving to the basket. Here's Giddey. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
11.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 5. Just 5 to shoot. And Wiseman sends it back.
Feel like Wiseman covers every area on the floor, and that's a nice block.
Next ball.
New York trailing. Here's Giddey. Master quickly. From deep. He can't hit that time. 1 quarter in the books. It's been a close one so far. It's the Thunder. They're up by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just...
Your Knicks City Dancer.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Here's Bailey. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
Sabonis with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Hardaway. Finished off the break. Hardaway has got the lead up to 3 now for the Knicks.
It's a hard-nosed play from Hardaway, absorbing contact and not taking no for an answer.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Down low. Jones. It's blocked. The crossover. Outside for George. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Jones. Here's McDyess. Pass to Roby. George with the ball. Jones covering. McDyess trying to get open. And George gets it to go. He's got 9.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And the basket by Bailey.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Outside for George. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Roby, and Jones sends it back. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. DA, thank you. Pass to McDyess. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by McDyess.
Yeah, no one throws it down as hard as McDyess. He lives for those dunks, and he never passes up the chance to make a statement.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Jones. And he overshot that one, missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
There's 1:54 left here in the second. Here's Pokusevski. Pass to Maledon. Going inside. Here's Pokusevski. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. To the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Pass to Maledon. Inside. Robinson Earl. 4 on the clock. Sabonis grabs the board. The Knicks leading by 3. Here's Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
To the paint. That one, no good. And New York will come the other way. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Second team foul.
Here's Davis.
Substitution for your Knicks.
The baseline J. And he can't bank that one in. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Pokusevski. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That one drops for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Wiseman. Hits the target from 18 feet. Wiseman's got his first bucket in this one.
And Wiseman looking more and more comfortable from that spot on the floor.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Outside, George. And there's the drive. That's tipped. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. The Knicks leading by 5. Outside, Davis. Pass to Anunoby. Davis sets a screen. Floats it up for Davis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Driving the lane. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Paul George, look out. Hammers that one home.
Here's Giddey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. New York shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. Greg, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that deal.
Well, most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Paul George.
What great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
The Knicks with the lead. Here's Giddey. Top of the key quickly. Rebounded by McDyess. Pass to Mann for the lead. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Gilgeous-Alexander just getting better and better at creating for his teammates.
And it's Davis at the elbow. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Giddey. Connects on the foul line jumper. Giddey's got 4 points now in the quarter. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul called on OG Anunoby.
Second team foul.
That's his first foul.
Now,
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And here now the Thunder. Robinson Earl. And Davis sends it back.
Well, the offense not getting anything easy while Anthony Davis is on the floor.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Driving in, and he dunks it down.
And Davis, you see him right there developing more in his passing ability. Good decision.
Pass to Dort. And the three off target.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here he goes. Inside. Robinson Earl. No good again that time. New York leading by 7. Quickly with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Quickly's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Knicks lead, 38-28.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Dort. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
Oklahoma City ball. Substitution for your Knicks.
.114 left in the third.
And with a monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Knicks.
Screen by Sabonis. And Jones has it in the corner. Outside, Sabonis. That 3 off the mark. Thunder trailing by 8. Pass to Pokusevski. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Bucket is good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
To the inside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Ooh, the double clutch. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, some smarts there on that play, changing his shot in the air so he could avoid the defense. Can't fault him for the creativity. Now, their plan working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Robinson Earl. Buried from 15 feet out.
Some heads-up ball there from Dort.
Jones drives in, and that one, good. Jones has got his second basket of the night.
Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
The third quarter comes to a close. Knicks out front as they wrap up.
Come on, fans.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so it's New York with it. They're leading by 8. Outside Hardaway. From deep three-point range. Now the Thunder with it. And here is Maledon. driving inside. Count that bucket.
Maledon.
Maledon's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Oklahoma City.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall. Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Robinson Earl.
Jeremiah Robinson Earl.
Again, Oklahoma City.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Bailey. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 6. Sabonis at the elbow. Over Maledon. Sabonis, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get fouled for your Knicks City Dancer.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pass to Wiseman. Here's Giddey. Defended by George. Back to Wiseman. Now, here's Quickly. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Roby. Doesn't go that time. So New York will take it the other way. Anunoby, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Outside, George. It's rebounded by Anunoby. The Knicks leading by 8. To the middle. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And they double up Davis. Clock at 6. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Four on the shot clock. Here's Giddey. Here's Wiseman. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal.
Wiseman, the number 2 pick in the 2020 draft, and just looking to develop overall his fundamentals. Remember, he played so few games in college, so a long way to go for him to find that comfortability, but we know it. The talent is there.
Pass to Roby.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Anunoby sends it back. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
City ball.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Keeping that ball absolutely on the string. Gilgeous-Alexander capable of getting creative.
Here's Giddey. Pass to Quickly. From past the arc. Sinks the triple. Quickly's got the lead up to 11 now for New York.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this. Backbreakers.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Here's Giddey. Anunoby in the corner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 11.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Knicks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
It's tipped. One-on-one here. Here's Giddey. Offensive rebound. Out left to the wing. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, has got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Here's Giddey. So it's New York picking up the win. Some good competition, but the home